Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Tony for the art of Tony Babels. Static. He's kind of getting there, I think. Right now, I think like all I really have to do, at least from my perspective, because honestly, I just want to get him done. I love how he's turning out. Honestly, this material is so great. Let me just turn it back to this. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that color, actually. It's fine. But yeah, so like right now, I just have to pretty much just like readjust my approach. Right now, I sent this back into Maya and redid the UVs as well as like some of the topology so that I got like these cleaner or better lines because they're not as clean. But honestly, that's okay because I am going to be doing like sculpting after I do like the detailing just to like add some little razzle dazzle to the to his clothes and shit like that. But yeah, so far so good. Like this is decimated. This is decimated. Because I want to decrease my poly count. And I also got rid of some of the layers. This one doesn't have layers only because again, like I was redoing the topology, and I'm actually gonna start like moving these in. I think for this, part of me wanted to like do some like damage detail for this, but I do like the idea of I don't know. I mean, I'll think about it. I might still do it. That's why these haven't exactly. Well, actually, no, they're decimated still. Um, but I did separate them for later because I'm thinking about actually adding detail to those. Yeah. Other than that, like I'm just like readjusting and fixing issues like this here and there. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, is this? Did I not apply the high? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Why it looks like that. Okay. Okay, I didn't apply it yet for this, which is actually great because now I can actually adjust this a little bit better because I actually want to increase this thickness a bit more. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm liking how he's turning out. At this point, it's just like I'm just doing like my detailing, but I'm gonna get more into like the tertiary details by like uh, uh, adding damage and lint stuff. I forgot what it's called, but lint shit. Lint shit. Wow, that's exactly what it is. Lint shit. Yeah. Well, let's just hop into it. So right now, let's try to get this in a better position. So first and foremost, because I'm actually quite tired of having to open that up. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm not gonna worry about saving it right now. Actually, you don't know. Let's go to preferences, config, save UI, and custom 2024. Okay, because it just gets tiring having to search for it and do it. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a layer, new layer. It's gonna be the morph layer, and I'm gonna delete the morph target. Let's make sure we're on the right object store, new, and this would be the noise layer, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I am going to do the seam lines. Okay, so for the seam lines, we're at 8.6. That's good. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see how do we do this. Let's see. Look at that smart. All right, let's just do it. All right, so border. Well, actually, border is if like it's a floating piece of geometry, like something like this, then you could do border because otherwise it's just not going to do anything. Like right now, I just did it, but usually you want to do groups. So here, let's do that, groups, and I'm just going to make sure that this is selecting what I want it to select. I'm not gonna worry about it on his arms, like the seam line on his arms. I think that's just gonna be more so for UV purposes, like texturing and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna do like texturing. I'm gonna bring this into Substance Painter and do texturing. So let's see. Okay, let's try it out right now. So I'm just gonna inflate the negative. Let's do like -2. I'm going to shrink the selection. Shrink it one more time, and then I'm going to mask my feature again. I'm going to do polish my features. Let's do that one more time. Polish my features. Let's see how that looks. So let's do a polish, like a regular polish. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do like an inflate by like 1. Let's see how that looks. Okay. And anything like this, you know, you just like manually move it. I'm like breathing like I'm like physically doing this. I'm just like moving my mouse. Yes, I am using a mouse right now. What your smooth direction is on. Just get that bad boy there. No, it's just. Yeah, really at the end of the day, it's just about being able to see the separation of those forms. And honestly, I think this is okay. Because I do want to do separate prints, like one where he has his, you know, his coat, and then one where he doesn't. And you know what? This is good. I like this. I like this. And I think that's what's important. What do you like? I mean, of course, you know, I got to think about presentation and stuff, you know, visual shit like that, but I like where this is going. All right, so anyways, okay, so now I got the seam lines done. I'm actually gonna, should I turn these off? Actually, yeah, let's see how it looks when this is off. Now let's do the noise layer. Let's do surface noise, and do UV. Let's do alpha. Okay, I gotta navigate to my alpha. I actually don't even know if you guys actually see this window, but I'm just going through like my C file and going to the alpha library I already have saved. ZBrush, alphas. I use this JR Ultimate Cloth Alpha Pack. I think you can get it on like Gumroad or ArtStation itself. And honestly, I'm just using like super basic stuff. I'm not going crazy with this. Okay, so noise scale, let's turn off expert basic noise, and is it alpha? Yeah, it's alpha scale. Let's do that. Strength, let's put it up. And color blend, let's turn that to 0 because I don't think you see the colors. Oh, that looks alright, but it doesn't look like clothes. Let's try level 2. No. Alright, yeah, I'm just trying different stuff out. You know, I'm not really trying to get married to any of these. Let's bring that scale just a little bit down. Because I'm also thinking, you know, when I do print this, it's going to be like giant. So, you know, I try not to get too close to the model because, you know, then that can like screw with how it actually prints. Because you do want some of that detail to be visible, but you don't want so much that it starts to get rid of any of the subtle wrinkles that I have here that's like on his body. And I don't want to do that, so I just don't even like that. Let's see, linen 1. I think linen 1 is looking really cool, honestly. And it's fine if things are like going in different directions, because that's kind of what I want, you know, especially with like the seam lines there. So far it looks all right. Okay, I kind of like this. Let's hit okay and see how that looks. I'm just gonna hide this part though. That's gonna be its own thing. And I love how it's kind of like, it's got like an edge there. Oh, that's good. I like that. Let's actually go ahead and turn this off so I can see this a little bit more too. Is it too much? Actually, you know what? I like that. It's breaking up. It's breaking up the light. I like that a lot. Let's see how it looks without this. Yeah, it's breaking it up. I like that. That's pretty good. And I do think I might actually not have it on there. So, okay, so you know what? That's actually an issue that I'm seeing right now. It's actually that, so let's go ahead and turn this off for a sec. Yep. Let's do that. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Man, game industry is going. You know what? Actually, I think Static's comics were actually really awesome, and I can't wait to actually start working on the next piece. I do have like 2 pieces in between that I do want to work on before I start on the next statue. I'm actually thinking about like working on Rocket. She's a really awesome character, really underrated characters from the Masan universe. Look at that, look at that. But let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about working on her next on Rocket, and I already have like an idea of like how to like really show her powers in the sculpt itself. Let's hit noise, turn that off. Oh, and the reason why I want to do this is because I like the idea of his mask being a separate material, or just not having that kind of like worn fabric kind of thing. If anything, I might actually do it again, add another noise layer, but maybe make it a little bit more subtle. So there is some texture on it, but just not as much as like the rest of the outfit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna apply this. And I'll like it. I'll do. It's pretty cool. All right. All right. So now I got those layers. I got the noise layer. Let's turn this on. See how that looks. Yeah, I like that. He's looking good. Yeah, like I want those details to be there, but I just don't want them to be so strong. You know, I get that it's going to be printed, it's going to be a lot bigger, but I prefer that it's more like a break up to the light rather than like a visual, like something that you notice visually. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't want them to be too big. And yeah, like I said, I get that it's going to be a 3D print, but I just prefer that to be more of a breakup of how the light hits the object rather than that visual breakup. Anyways, okay, so let's see. Okay, so next for this would actually be some sculpt stuff. Sculpt stuff, that's gonna be the name of the layer. Sculpt stuff. And in this case, what I wanna do is I kind of want to, I don't think I wanna do any wear and tear. Instead, I'm just gonna do like these cotton ball things. It's like where, if I do this, it's like these little ball things, yeah. And there's like a few ways I think I can do this. I think if I use like the layer brush, which is BCL. Oh, what? That's not clay brush. No, that's cool. I didn't know that was a clay brush. But anyway, so like BLA. Okay, that's the layer brush. This is a really great way to like add, well actually, you know what, I think I should do this for the coat instead, but for now, let's go back to BCB, let's go back to the clay buildup, and just, you know, do some buildup here and there, just to increase that just a little bit. Just some buildup and just subtle areas, it's nothing crazy, you know. Just something to like break up the noise at least a little bit, you know? You know, it's a little too big, but that's okay. When it prints, it's not going to be as noticeable. And I'm just being really random with this, to be honest. Like, let's see. Something to further break up that light. Just a little. It's so subtle that it's like barely noticeable, but I just want to put it there just to put it there. I don't know why. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I actually don't like that. Let's get rid of that. And new layer, sculpt layer. I just want to think, like, how do I want to do this? Maybe what I can do is add more wrinkles. Just like more subtle wrinkles. But if I'm going to do that, let's turn this noise layer off. Do this. And go to my brush. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right. Wow, so how are we going to do this? I have no clue. Let's see. So I'm thinking I can add, you know, cloth brush and just some subtle tension folds that I can add to this. And I'm thinking nylon because of how that is. But I do want this to be like really subtle, so I don't know. Oh, no, I don't want to do that actually. You know what, I think I'm fine with it where it is, to be honest. Actually, yeah, I think I am fine with where it is. And I like that. Looks cool to me. That's cool. Alright, so anyways, so yeah, same with this. As much as it's going to be looking all flat and stuff like that, I like the idea of suggesting that, you know, he's wearing this mask. And I know it's cutting off here, but that's fine. Because I'm going to cut the whole neck piece off when I do this. Alright, so got that done. The hat. You know what? I think I actually want to do a little bit something with the hat. Morph layer. Alright, store, new, sculpt stuff. Sculpty stuff. That's what I call it. Alright, so now for this, I think what I can do instead is, actually, let's get this brush and switch this to drag direct and the alpha. I am actually going to add some alphas to my little palette there. For some reason, my chaos, my savage alphas that I got from, I think it's like Savage Academy, really interesting school, a little bit pricey, but you learn quite a lot from it, so I highly recommend checking that out. Actually, hold on 1 sec. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Um, let's see. All right, so let's figure out what alphas make sense for a hat. Well, it's fabric, so you're not gonna really. Maybe we'll do like some cuts, I guess. Yeah, let's just fuck around and see what's up. Dun, 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 dun. This one. Yeah, let's open these because I'm probably gonna end up using this for the yeah, for the code. So I want to see what this is or how this looks. Oh, it looks nice actually. Whoa. Really use this more. Huh. All right. Well, anyways, all right. So I'm just gonna turn these into alphas because they aren't for some reason. Hmm. Let's see. God, I have so many things in these folders. You know, one thing I never know is like, why is that when I'm working with my alphas or with my layers, sometimes they have color on it. Like sometimes it'll just bake color even though I'm not working with color. If anybody knows that, please tell me because I'm interested in finding out why. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's see. You know what? I think the hat is okay. I think really where all that damage and detail, I really want to focus on putting that in the coat. So you know what? I'm gonna save that for last. And for now, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into giving him some face detail. So for this, let's hide a few things because I don't want to. Okay. Just not to slow things down. That looks so kind of funny. All right. So anyways, okay. So let's see. So EST, or I'll just go to my inflate brush and I'll open my alphas. Go to my skin alphas and flip normals, face kit. Super useful tools here. I highly recommend getting them. Just get them on flip normals. Okay, so here's a few things that let's see, XR, face maps. Actually, I'll just open it off screen in my reference, but really what you want to do is it all comes with like some kind. It comes with an alpha pack, or well, it comes with an alpha pack that has like the face map on like a single image, like an EXR map, and in that single image, it tells you which alphas are which. I'm actually opening up right now, so let's see. Pixelogic, ZBrush, alphas, skin alphas, face normals, young alphas, EXR, face maps. Oh my god, there's so many filters. Just, where is it? It could be in PSD. Yeah, there you go. So young full face map. Let's get that in here. And I just opened that in my, oh, well, it's not numbered, fuck. Let's go back to that. This PC, home PC, home. Let's go to Pixelogic, ZBrush, and alphas. Skin alphas, oh my god. Young, face maps. That's weird though, it should be numbered, I'm pretty sure I have one. But you know what, it's okay. I'm just gonna wing it, it's fine. I'll just wing it and maybe get this actually done. All right, so lips, bottom, PSD, let's open that. And for this, I do want to drag. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do a little test to see how that looks. But really, it also comes, once you get the Flip Normals alpha skin pack, it also comes with these macros. And usually you want to set it to either, it pretty much just sets the mid value to 50 for your alpha. And you can do that here when you go to your modify and you have your mid value here. And then this is just setting it from, setting the focal shift from -100 to 0. I'm going to do 0 because I want like soft edges, and you know that's how you're going to have something like this. But you know, if you want to really get that detail, you just bring it up like that. But you know what? The one thing I did forget to do that I think you should always think about whenever you're doing any kind of tertiary detail, even on just on anything really, is layers. So I'm gonna make a morph layer. Morph. It's morphin' time. Okay, no. Morph layer. There we go. Okay, recording, store morph target, make a new layer. And this is going to be, so my layers actually get pretty big whenever I start working on faces. I think for him, I'm not going to go too crazy with like precision on like placing the details for these things. Really, I just want to get a generic skin detail on his face, because that it's kind of going to be the focus, but kind of not at the same time. And I'm also thinking about when I do paint it, because I do want to paint this motherfucker. I do want those cavities to just kind of be there rather than relying on shading. So let's do, let's see, face alphas, face alphas. There we go. That's a very unique name there. And so in this case, I want these two. Let's do this. Yeah, and that's why it's so important to let's get into yeah, look at that face. Look at those lips. Look at that. Look at those lips. Perfection. That's not good. Let's see if the old face actually. Let's see generic. So the old face actually has a lot more. Let's try this. Let's see how this works. And you know, another good reason why you want to do these on layers is not just because it prevents you from just like ultimately destroying your geometry, like irreversibly destroying your geometry, but it also gives you the option or the opportunity to do things like turning off the layer entirely and just like working with the the geometry underneath the noise. So like in this case, BMG, let's go ahead and start bringing that back down, at least the top. Oh my god, his grid is too fucking funny. Alright, so let's go back. Not the face old, face young, PSD, face maps, and top lips. Let's get you up there. Oh shoot, that's for the more fresh. BST or BIN. Actually, no, let's go back to disinflate and top. Oh shit, that does not look good. Whoa. I mean, he's smiling. You know what? I don't have to do technology stuff. Let's hide that. Let's see what I can do. Actually, let's well, why is this like maybe BST instead or BDS? Standard. Stroke. What the fudge? Okay, BST then. Jeez, man, jeez. I'm gonna have to reset all my brushes after this. And I kind of need that to not be. See, this is why I worked with my camera off sometimes, because like, bruh, that whole time I was doing that, my mouth was wide open. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Fucking hell, I'm having so much trouble with this. And I'm like, actually, no, it looks good, but I'm. You know what? Let's get the other parts of his face then. BIN. Oh no. Okay. And alpha. Let's. Left front cheek top. Not me completely forgetting how to do this. Let's go ahead and do alpha, soft. Let's do it. There we go. Like that is too strong. Why is it too strong? Okay, I am needing quite a bit for this. I think I know why. Let's add a sculpt layer. And I'm at 2.9, 2.4. Okay, so I think I know why. Okay, let's reset all these brushes. Now my reference, he's got like, actually let me look at that. I'll show the reference I was using for this. It's actually pretty funny. Do something like this. Let's go to 6. Okay, yeah, you know, I realize I shouldn't even be going so crazy with like detail with this, and you know what? I was with myself, like, I feel like that's why I drag my feet with these, because like I get so worried about like shit looking perfect, and it's like, bro, there ain't nothing in this life that's gonna be perfect. So do what you enjoy, and you know, all that you can do is make something that looks good to you, really, at the end of the day. And that is exactly what I'm doing right now. It's making something look good to me. Whoops. Let's see. We all gotta have a place where we call home. Oh yeah, well, anyways, so Static, honestly, reading his comics were just so interesting. I'm kind of upset that they were canceled, and they were canceled at such a crazy cliffhanger too. Like, I think the story was getting like even better. They were expanding to like different characters and stuff, and like out of nowhere, clips. I mean, we all know why the show got clipped, but we all know why it got clipped. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I think this needs to be a bit deeper. Just on this side there. There you go. This one too. Oop. This one too, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, I loved it. It's really cool, and it's like there's so many references to him being kind of like DC at the time, at least DC's answer to Static Shock. I mean to Spider-Man, because you know the reason why I gave him this shit-eating fucking grin is because of like how funny he is in the comics. I mean, well, I think it's cheesy, but you know he's constantly joking about shit. He's not taking too many things serious, and You know, I like seeing that in a character. You know, it's pretty cool. It's refreshing. Well, you know, and I mean that in the sense of like he's making jokes that you would normally hear in like say like the hood or something. You know, like and it's like it's just relatable content. You know, relatable shit that he's doing, relatable shit that he's fighting. You know, because like even the criminals like I guess like in the same vein, you can like compare it to like say like the Flash's villains, where he has well, not all of them, but a good amount of them. You realize that it's like they're just victims of circumstance, and how it's like you know maybe it's because he's a young superhero, or you know that's what they wanted us to really think about. It's just at the end of the day, it's like it could have been any of us. You know, anybody could be affected by shit like gang violence, poverty, etc., etc. And it's like we just need to be compassionate to each other. Like I feel like that's like what I realized. It's like with a lot of the villains that he had, like if the villains were like breaking down or like trying to have a conversation with him, like he would actually try to talk to them. And you know, it's so interesting because there was this one villain. I don't remember his name, but he was like he was able to like multiply himself, and like Static would just like make fun of how he was talking. He would make fun of like he would say, "Oh, this guy is so easy to trick," you know, shit like that. And like eventually he realized that like this guy is just like he's been traumatized. Like the Big Bang itself just made that trauma even worse, and it kind of like stuck him like it just returned him into a childlike state of mind. Like that's how bad the trauma was. And it's like stuff like that really happens where you know trauma can kind of like shoves people out of a good frame of thinking, you know, and has them making, you know, terrible decisions for themselves and, you know, sometimes even decisions that affect the people around them. And I think the show did a really great job of him, you know, just addressing that and, you know, having kindness for this guy. You know, he doesn't want to steal because he's just a thief. Like he's stealing because that's how he lives. You know, that's how he survives. I mean, even the other villains. I feel like the only villain so far that I've read that like has like absolutely no reason to like do what they're doing would be like what's his name? His bully. Like his bully, what's his name? Francis, I think it was. It's Francis. Like, bro, you don't have to be doing all this. Like, he doesn't have to. Like, there's no. Well, maybe the newer series gets into like giving him more of a backstory, but from what I've read, at least in the original comics, it doesn't seem like he's got like much of a backstory. I think the newer Static Shock, well, not newer, but the Shock show in like I think at '05, that's when they decided to give him more of a story. But even then, it's not even as big. I even think about like Ebon. Like Ebon got a story too. Well, actually, I don't think Ebon was really a character. Yeah, he wasn't a character. And then Rubber Band Man is a totally different character than he was in the original comics. And I actually love the changes that they made with him because Jesus Christ. All right. So anyway, so let's get back to this. You know what? Let me look at Sideshow statues really quickly. Sideshow statues. Or even like Daniel Bell. Because I actually want to see, like, do they add that detail to the... Oh, they don't. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. This is just me being lazy and not wanting to add that detail to his face. Because I do want to call it done. And where it's at now, this is kind of like... This is good. So let's go back to layers. Get rid of... Oh, shit. Can I reverse that? Okay, thank God. I'm going to get rid of the alpha layer. The big all, because I'm not really going to be touching the face anymore. Yeah, I think tomorrow or even like later today, I'm probably going to get this into Substance and I'll just start texturing. Okay, so since all that is done, I'm not going to work on anything else. I think at this point now it's just the coat. Okay, so I got the seam line. Let's see how that noise layer looks. See, it does that weird shit. Why does it turn the damn color out? I don't want to see that damn color. Alright. I like it, but I think I think I did. Oh, I did apply it. Okay, okay, okay. That looks really good. Let's turn it off. And you know what, for this, I'm actually going to get rid of this. I'm going to save this as a different file, so in case I have to go back, I can. Let's just make sure everything else is good. Let's open this. Okay, I've got division, so let's just apply that. Whoa, didn't want to do that. This. Okay, so I'm going to go back to layer. And this will be the sculpt layer. So I'm going to move that around. Hold on 1 second. All right, give me 1 second. All right. So what was I doing? I totally forgot what I was doing. Okay, I was moving this. Okay. Let's go back down and transparent. Just move that a bit. Yeah. Oh, so for my transparency, I have it on hotkey, Alt P, and the same with my cell, Alt S. So just do it really quickly, opposed to having to press that button over there. Yeah, we'll put this. Just open that up. Specifically because when I do make my cuts, I want to make it as easy as possible going forward. I think I'm just going to cut it there. Something like this. Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to make two separate models, one with the cave, one without it, and I'm gonna be cool with that. That means I'll have to actually do this. I have to look for reference. I don't even have a reference for how the back of that looks, the fucking snapback part. Oh wait, I do. Okay. Alright, I'll have to do that after all of this. I guess it'll be the last thing that I do. Okay, because I'm gonna make another cut here, like at the gauntlet. Alright, so cutting the gauntlet, that's gonna be one thing. Gauntlet here. I think his legs, just in general. Alright, so now let's focus on this. Scope layer. What am I gonna do for this? So I actually have this Bloodborne reference basically. It's like the coat, and I'm just like seeing how this person handles, excuse me, that detail. Like I don't know if I want to do cuts, you know. I don't know if I want to do like crazy cuts on it, you know. Like I like the idea of it, but look how clean this looks though. I just like how clean it looks. All right, I'll do some subtle breaking up. RPDS. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, make alpha. Oh shoot. Go to the back. Back face. Man, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. That's okay. I'm enjoying this. Alright. I'm gonna have to add more breakup down there though. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let me just add some more. You know, and that's the thing that I realized with like using layers and adding crazy detail like this is that like it's perfectly okay to kind of like go overboard sometimes because you can, well, one, you can always dial it back either with the morph layer or the layer slider itself, but just in general, it's just always fun breaking this stuff up, you know. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. right, let's get back into this. Let me just reset this brush. All right, now I gotta decide like which brush would be better to make these cuts. This standard brush, which does that freaking. Let's increase that. Just like that weird look, or I can use the Geo brush. And I think what this does, because it feels like a double action brush. Like what it feels like this is doing, yeah, it's like pinching as it's doing the cut there. So I don't know. I want to just leave this like that. So let's go to 6 sub intensity. Let's just start cutting stuff down. Start with this. This doesn't have to be as much, I think, at least. Something. Let's break this up, I guess. Like it's not like I don't think his coat would be like torn up. Like if that's the case, then I might as well start tearing up like other parts of his outfit too. I think with him, it's more like the edges. You know, kind of like just a regular coat. You know, if you're constantly flying around with something like this, there's a high chance that you know the bottom part is gonna start to give, right? Let's just start with one side just to see how it. Let's start with this actually and see how this looks just in general. Let's get up on the phone. Oh god, that looks horrible. I don't want to do that. So you know what? Let's get rid of this noise there because I don't want to get rid of the noise. Let's just start doing this. Get up on the phone. Sorry. You know what? I think I might change this to another detail layer because I'm just gonna do some more alphas, honestly. BST, I'll do that. And for this, let's see how this looks actually. Make that soft. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, what would make sense for this to have? I mean, okay, so memory folds actually do make sense for this, but only if they're going in like a certain direction, I think. So I'm looking at my reference. Actually, no. Let's go to... I'm pretty sure it's like off version. What the heck? You know what I can do for that is, actually let me make another layer. Scene detail. And what I'm gonna do is, oh, perfect, okay. All right, so let's just do this. Make it a little bit bigger. Actually, now let's see what other ones. Oops. Yeah, honestly, I'd just be trying shit out. If it looks good, I guess it looks good, but if not, then not. I'd just be trying shit out. You know what, actually, okay, let's see how that looks. It kind of looks cool. Not really. Yeah, no. I don't know, I'm thinking like, should I just leave it like this with just like a minimal sculptural breakup here, which honestly I think it's fine, right? I don't need this to be perfect. And that is something I have to constantly remind myself. All right, honestly, I think we're good. I think I'm good with where, oh, no, I gotta get this. And the back of his cap. That's the other thing I gotta do. Okay, so where is that reference? Okay, here we go. All right, so for this, I'm actually going to turn this off. Minus 2. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Man, I miss listening. Oh man, I gotta listen to System of a Down live at some point because I've been to concerts like Yellow Card and shit like that, and it's fun, but I've never actually seen System of a Down live, and I love them so fucking much. Alright, there's a way to also increase the detail. I'm forgetting how to do it actually. I think it's, here, let me just make a new layer just to test. I think it's like you go to geometry, clay polish, bring it to the negative, and hit this. I think, oh, Froganil, god damn, Jesus Christ. Let's turn this off and bring this down. Damn. Shit damn near flipped the whole thing up. Point 0.05, 0.1, 0.2. God damn. I don't know, do I want that to stand up that much though? It looks like it's killing some of the smooth detail. There it is. So what if in my noise layer, this brings to 1.5, 1.5, my seam lines, 1.5. I prefer doing something like that. This. There we go. All right, we get it. It's white. Jesus. Okay, 1.5. All right, I think, oh shoot, almost forgot this again. Okay, so how did I do this before? Okay, so I think the way how I did this before was fuck, what did I do? So I know these are holes. And this would be the lines. Okay, so you know what? Let's do this. Let's insert a cube. Honestly, like a lot of this detail looks like a little too big, for sure. But you know, when you print it, you're gonna be happy that it's like actually because Jesus, you lose so much detail when you kind of like detail it the same way you would like a real-time character, that's when it starts to like I did that with Malcolm X. Like it looks great in the renders and stuff like that, but unfortunately, I think like it because the details are so small, it kind of blends together. It just looks smooth already when it's printed, so it's like, yeah, kind of useless. Kind of. Still looks good though, in my opinion. At least to me. But yeah, it's atrocity, like what they've done with Static, like, which is absolutely nothing. They haven't done anything with him, and it's like, bro, this guy's like such an OP character, but they don't want to use him. It's fucking wild to me. Let's do this. And then Icon, oh man, like I'm actually reading Icon's story right now, more so because again, like I said, the next character that I want to do is Rocket, and she doesn't really have her own comics as far as I know, at least, and you know most of her character growth is in the Icon and Rocket series. Just move this just a little bit. Some scope layer. Just some parts I don't want to be touching, but I guess with this, it's gonna have no choice but to cut the coat with his leg. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Bring this up just a bit more. Let's see what else. Just a bit more. All right, well, anyway, so how am I gonna do that? Forget what you heard. Hmm. What the? Oh, I guess I just have to be a little bit more forward, just a bit. Oh, it's a bit better. It's a random name. I don't even know. Sculpting. So let's bring it down and bring this. Because I kind of want to cut at that line opposed to. Too much. It just starts to fuck up the actual lines. Okay, I think this is a bit. Okay, that's better. God, I should probably name stuff more often. I don't do that. I just keep swinging this thing around. I really like how it turned out, to be honest. At least for me, I like this. So next would be that this and these fucking things that I keep stalling on doing. um, okay, so I think for this, what I'm gonna do is turn off that noise layer, get this back on, turn that white off for some reason. You know what? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Well, turn RPG, fill object. What? Why is it now solid? What? You know what? It's probably because it's on a layer. I don't know, things look so weird when they're on a layer. At least with color. Anyways, so yeah, let's turn this noise layer off. Scope layer on. This. And what I'm going to do instead is, let's go ahead and open up my alphas and see if I have something I can just drag there. Because I have so many things here that I just don't even like use. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can use this line. Or this one. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, see, sometimes it takes me so long to work on these simple things is because, like, I have my phone on the side and I'll just, like, open my phone and get fucking distracted. But that's also why, you know, I feel like lately I've been thinking, like, yo, what is my workflow? Like, what is the move that gets me into it? And honestly, I think for me, that's music. So I've always been like a dancer. Yeah, your boy was breakdancing every now. Oh wow, I have all these fucking memory folds here. Let's see, there's got to be something that I can use. But yeah, I've always been like a dancer. I love dance. You know, what was it? Step Up. Fuck, I love those movies. Loved past tense. I mean, I guess I do now, but more like in an ironic kind of way. But yeah, I even tried breakdancing for a bit. Oh my god, that was so much fun. But yeah, you know, even with like most of my jobs, whenever, you know, in the workplace, whenever we would work, it would be usually, oh shit, this is actually what I need. We would usually be listening to music. Should it be stitching? You know what? No, actually, what this should be is just me using. Oh, well, actually, BS, no BST. It's gonna drag one of these lines. Just do that. I'm just gonna do that. And the reason why is because this does not have to be intricate as fuck. It just has to. What the fuck? Alright, I guess this then. I'll just use the morph target. Or not. Let's do back face. Actually, you know, is there a longer one? Ah, it's actually raising the geometry too. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna just do it manually. Fuck it. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, so now for this, maybe drag that something like this. Just the three. Let me turn this on. And subtool. Let's get rid of these. And let's turn that off. And turn off transparency. Damn, this thing look dark as really. Yeah, I think that's like generally okay. It doesn't have to be like on that point. Man, I think The Bear is such a good show. That has really opened my eyes to like how I've been approaching my art. I've been approaching with such a perfectionist mindset. I've been neglecting myself, what it is that I like, and I don't know. Life is very interesting. Okay, so I think this. Oh no, the last thing would be the back of this thing. Let's open this so I don't accidentally do anything. And let's turn this off. Okay, so how does that look? Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna text. I'm gonna keep streaming though. Okay, so the last but not least will be this little thing over here. And you know what, actually, once I decimate this, I think I'll be able to smooth this out really quickly, really nicely. Oh, I mean, sorry, Dynamesh this all together, and then project it, or at least whatever it is that I project. The only issue would probably be, let's see, where would I have problems with projecting? Over there. Yeah, I still have to work his face though, a little bit more, honestly. Okay. Let's turn that off. Oh my god, this looks so cool. What the fuck? Let's turn that on. Oh shit, he just looks so dark for some reason. Oh, what? Why is it like... Oh, it's... it's because he was masked. Oh my god. Okay, well anyways, let's get this done. So this is gonna be weird. I've never really done something like this, but let's duplicate, and I'm going to insert it into a new piece of geometry, or a new whatever this thing is called. Delete this, and I'm gonna model according to the size. Let's bring that to the home, and let's make a new one, a square. Actually, no, that. I'll insert it in like a cylinder. Turn it on the side. Oop. Okay. Size you down. So I'm guessing I've got to make two, so that means I'll make one and then put it on top of the other. And let's duplicate this. Something like this. And then let's do regular ones. Increase, let's see. Increase, let's see. Lower. And then going to Dynamesh. Let's create blurs. And shoot, I probably should have. Okay, let's do this. How can I do this? Okay, let's do this. Let's see if zero mesh. Oh, key groups. Nope. No smoothing. Okay. Polygroup. Polygroup? No, inset polygroup. So isso. I think what I'll do is just QMesh polygroup. Oop. Something like this. And let's duplicate this. And actually, let's go back. Finish it just a little bit out. I'll delete this. And if it's not for this, I'm gonna do an inset. Oh my lord. If I zero mesh, will this fuck shit up? Oh, it doesn't. Awesome. Okay. Let's bring you down. I think that's fine. Okay, so Q mesh poly Q mesh like that. Okay, now this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna do this. I think there's a way. How do I do it again? I think it's something like that. No. Okay, let me try to inflate. So -2. Oh shit, did it go? Did it do it? Oh, okay. One. It's too much. It's not right near my heart. Cut. I feel like I can still deflate that a little bit more. thought it'd be known. After this, should I do the? Yeah, I'll do it. One, because this is going to be subtracting, so it's fine. There we go. That looks better. All right. This too. In my bank account. In my bank account. In my bank account. In my bank account. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready to go. Ready. Ready. Ready yet. Ready yet. Man, I wish copyright wasn't really like a thing. Jesus Christ, I'd be blasting so much music right now. Okay, so now let's do the damage thing first before we do this. It's probably good. Yeah, it's fine because I'm gonna cut that side. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That should look like that. You look so funny. Alright, so let's merge down and take it down. No. Okay, maybe I should. Like where? No. Okay. What the fuck? Where's the? Oh. Probably have to flip that, but it's fine. All right, so now for you. Okay. Increase 1, 2. Increase. Oh, that's gonna look a little weird. Okay, and that's selected. Let's go ahead and insert. There's I shoved it down here. Let's hide that for now. Okay, what is that I just hit? Okay. All right, static is mostly done, I think, and surprisingly, it's at 2 o'clock, so that's kind of I kind of expected that. But you know, I'm just gonna do some basic cleanup. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh well, no, he's not done. I just remembered I still have to clean up his face. Just, ooh, shit, my mouse. So let's get that done. So right now it's like, it looks good because you really, okay, that looks kind of good actually. Let me look at my reference real quick. You know, I'm actually gonna upload my the reference I used for this smile at some point because it's just so, excuse me, so funny. It's Shaq. For those who want to know, it's Shaq. Shaq makes the most interesting of faces. Let's bring that down. Oops. Oops. Okay. go. I like that look. He looks happy. There we go. Okay, so now he's actually done. At least the high poly. Actually here, this needs to be done too. Kind of done. Divide. The only other thing that I have to do, which is going to be part of the technical side of things, is like fixing issues like this, where there's gaps in between different aspects of it and just making sure things are moved. So there's not really going to be a lot of sculpting going on, just a lot of cuts outside of like fixing this hard line right here. Yeah, outside of fixing this hard line, there isn't really going to be a lot more sculpting that I'm going to be doing. We're just polishing maybe here and there. But yeah, this guy's done. Oh my god, I kind of feel happy saying that. Holy shit. No, I do feel happy saying that. Yeah. Low key, I think that a lot of sculptors who are just like really into the art of sculpting were probably people who really played with their had a lot of action figures. That's what I think. Because I had so many wrestling action figures. I had like Spider-Man, I had Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, I had so many action figures, and I just loved, you know, having them fight each other. Wow, that's kind of violent, but yeah, they were fighting each other. That was fun. I feel like sculpting collectibles is kind of like that for me. It's just reliving, you know, well, not really reliving, but continuing that joy, you know. Oh my god, this looks so cool. I love it. All right, so now that he's done, what I do have to do now is figure out where X and like pretty much, okay, so this to me, I think this could be just like one version. Let's do this. Like this could be one version where he just, you know, he's, yeah, like that. Yeah, this could just be one version. Actually, you know what? There's one thing I do want to enhance. Let's bring that back up. Is the what? Yeah, it's a different model. Fuck. You know what? No. This is good. This is good. I like this. I like this. Okay, so I'm gonna start baking stuff. So I can make this a bit lighter. There's bacon. Wow. That's just that 25 volt. Okay, so you know what? One thing I want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. 16. It took me about a month to get to this point, so that's pretty good, I think, considering I wasn't really spending as much time as I could have been, to be honest. I do my streams 2 hours a day, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then outside of that, I would work for what, 3-4 hours on the piece. Tuesdays to Friday, at least, or even sometimes. But yeah. Now at this point, it's just moving stuff around. But yeah, you know, thank you guys for watching, you know, for being part of the journey. Honestly, I can't wait to look back at this one day and just see that I was able to see something through, well, see this project through to the end, at least like the high poly side, because I know the technical side is actually like really fun for me, and you know, getting it ready for the technical side, like it's complicated. It can be frustrating, I'll admit that, but you know, it's the process that I never really drag my feet for, thankfully. But you know, I'm just really happy with where he's at now. And you know, this is this project I actually wanted to do without getting input, or at least much input. I actually didn't really get as much input as I wanted at first from him, but I did get some input from really cool guys from on the sculpting channel with, and they're awesome, very friendly, very open people, and they gave me some solid advice as far as like where to take this. I mean, not where to take this, but just like issues that I was like not paying attention to as I was sculpting it. But I'm happy with where he's at now, and really look forward to printing this guy. Well, actually texturing him, because that's pretty much the next step, is getting him into Substance Painter and just getting some texturing on him and doing some renders there, and that's gonna be really fun. But anyways, thanks. I hope y'all enjoyed, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others.